What is up, Dingle's Crypto? Today, this is going to be a very value-filled episode. We're going to be talking about the PolkaDot ecosystem and why exactly should you long-term hold parachain tokens, right? Because they are proof-of-stake blockchains. And what does that mean? You can earn a passive income for life, guys, for life. And this is my goal. Is to have another passive income stream, right? And the way to do that is to get in early on these proof of stake tokens and hold and stake and earn more of these tokens, right? So get into stuff you believe in and hold, right? That's what I do, as well as stake. And right now I'm only nominating because I'm not my own validator. But that's the whole goal of crypto right now, guys, is to earn a passive income enough that you don't really have to worry, that you can be financially free. So you are very lucky to be tuning in today because I'm going to show you what I believe are tokens that could make you financially free if you stake for a long period of time, like 10 years, and you'll be set, guys. And it's just another income stream which diversifies your income. So these are Avados. This is how you become your own validator. And I'm going to get the Avado i7 so I can stake on Ethereum 2.0 as well as PolkaDot. And if you don't have a validator, you can go to PolkaDot.js and nominate your tokens with other validators. So you give them your tokens basically in a smart contract, and then they stake them for you, earning more money. They give you some of it back as well as your initial investment, right? So very simple concept, and you can nominate tokens already. I nominate Kusama, Centrifuge, Edgware, and Plasm, but Plasm isn't live yet, so we'll see what happens with that. So let's go to my number one pick, and obviously the daddy of the PolkaDot ecosystem obviously is PolkaDot, right? It's the relay chain, which allows interoperability and shared security among the parachains. I have a whole video explaining how PolkaDot works. Very awesome. If PolkaDot ecosystem is successful, obviously PolkaDot the token will be successful, and you can go ahead and stake these and earn a passive income. I mean, that's what's up, guys. That is what's up. Obviously, it's only a $10 billion market cap. Ethereum just crossed $100 billion. Bitcoin just crossed $600 billion. So, I mean, PolkaDot has a lot of room to grow, and I definitely think it will grow here shortly. And I have a very large stack of PolkaDot that I'm holding long term, and once I'm going to nominate and validate, depending on how everything turns out. But that's a very easy passive income source, and that is why I'm doing it. That is why I'm doing it, guys. Now let's go over to Kusama, and this is the canary network for PolkaDot. Obviously, it's a $600 million market cap, which is relatively large in your eyes right now, right? $71 a token, but most of its token are already circulating, right? So the total supply is 10 million. Circulating is almost 9 million, guys. So there's only going to be 1 more million ever put into circulation, and that's from staking. So those are your staking rewards that you would get if you nominate or validated the network. So keep that in mind. And I mean, Kusama could very well be, it will be tough, but you could conceptualize it being more valuable than PolkaDot. Because say PolkaDot only has 100 parachain slots, and they all will be filled, and then all the experimental fun protocols and parachains will be built on Kusama, and then after the 2-year lease agreement of the parachain slots are up, they will be replaced with parachains that were successful on Kusama, and therefore and so forth. So Kusama could potentially pass PolkaDot in market cap, maybe. There's a chance, but there is a chance, and I think it has a lot of room to grow as well. So it's growing significantly this year. You might want to wait for it to cool off, but obviously it might not cool off. But let's go to Chainx, and this is kind of one of my largest holds and I'm nominating it right now. I'm not staking it. I'm nominating it. A pretty large percentage. I nominate about 1,500 of these tokens, and I earn probably anywhere between 3 and 5 tokens a day, which is obviously like between $20 and $25 a day, just by staking, and it's compounding every day. It's compounding and compounding and compounding, right? So that's what I'm talking about, guys. So if Chainx appreciates in value, it goes to let me talk about this for a second. So Chainx is the parachain that will be the bridge for Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin will come to the PolkaDot ecosystem through Chainx if this is successful. And what's a project that's similar to this, so we can kind of use comparables to value Chainx future potential, right? A Ren VM, right? So Ren is the Bitcoin bridge for Ethereum. It brings Bitcoin to Ethereum, and I mean, it has a $300 million market cap. It's grown significantly this year, but it went live this year, right? And obviously it's derived from the value locked on their protocol, right? So I think let's just speculate and say Chainx market cap will be around 300 million. What price would Chainx be? Around $45, $50, right? $40 to $50. So yeah, that's if it's has similar success as Ren. And obviously it could grow, or obviously it couldn't grow as much, depending on the success of it, right? So that's what you're gambling on. But also you can stake, and if it goes that high, you'll be making a significant amount of income every day, right? So that's my goal in my head. Place your bets and gamble. I mean, it is speculating, but also if you are right, you'll be very well off with a lot of income streams in the future, right? So that is my perspective, and hopefully it pays off. Now let's go to another one, and this is Zora. Zora is going to be the chain with PolkaSwap, and that's basically a Uniswap, a decentralized exchange for all the parachains as well as other chains like Ethereum and other chains. So you will be able to swap any tokens trustlessly, right? So that's what Zora is all about. And I mean, there's only 350,000 tokens circulating, and that's the total supply, so you don't have to worry about inflation anymore. So will it appreciate in value? I think so. And this is this is a huge play right here. This is a huge play. Only a $43 million market cap, and say it goes to 500 million, similar to say Uniswap and Balancer, it would be at a $1,400 price tag. It would be at a $1,400 price tag, which is substantial, guys. And now let's go to Edgware. Edgware is the smart contract parachain. It's currently sitting at a $52 million market cap, so even more than Zora, right? Probably because the price tag is small, and people look at the price tag and say, oh, that must be associated with X, Y, and Z. They don't understand market cap, which is unfortunate, but hopefully you do. And market cap is the only thing that really matters. Price does not matter. And so let's explore what Edgware is. And you can go ahead and nominate your Edgware right now and start earning a passive income right now. And it's basically just the PolkaDot's first smart contract chain. It's kind of like Ethereum built within the PolkaDot ecosystem, and people, DeFi can be built on it and all this stuff. So we'll see a self-improving smart contract blockchain. Very exciting stuff, guys. So Edgware is another one of my holds. Obviously, the only difference is it has infinity supply, but that is just based off the emission schedule via staking. So keep that in mind. It might change based off a proposal from the community. Who knows? But I know at the end of the day, the token holders want to make money, so they might introduce something to increase the value proposition of the token, like always. Now let's go into just simply some tokens that are blockchain. I lost the word, but basically can work with any blockchain. Agnostic, right? Blockchain agnostic. So basically all these will be working with different blockchains for their value proposition. And the first one obviously is Chainlink. Chainlink's been pumping. Obviously people associated with DeFi, but PolkaDot will be heavily utilizing Chainlink as well. This is my third largest holding. The graph will also be, holy moly, I just made a graph video 2 days ago, and I love the graph. It's essential infrastructure, kind of complicated to comprehend, but my video I think did a pretty good job at explaining it and trying to dumb it down for non-coders like myself, because I'm not a coder and it's very hard to conceptualize for non-developers, right? Let's talk about I Exect, and this is like a marketplace for cloud computing. Like you can upload. I actually did this a while back. Like I uploaded my computing power, but I didn't earn any passive income, guys. So I like uploaded my computing power to the cloud of iExec, and basically people can buy your computing power for whatever they need, and then they can use it. And it's very interesting. I haven't looked at this project in a while, but it is a good project, and I mean, you could definitely see it grow substantially from here. And the last one is Energy Web Token, which is a marketplace for energy. And I mean, Shell, Tesla, a lot of, I mean, Energy Web Token will be huge, and there will be also, I think it will be a parachain, to be honest with you. I need to look into that more. But now we are going to be talking about projects on PolkaDot that are going to have huge potential and are going to have a parachain slot, right? So keep that in mind, and at the end I'm going to show you how you find new projects. So let's go ahead and jump into my first huge parachain, and that is Centrifuge, right? Centrifuge radial tokens. If you can get your hands on these suckers, and I did a while back, I participated in their faucet, and I've been staking their tokens since, nominating, and I mean, radial tokens, radial, whatever you want to pronounce it as, are going to be huge. Centrifuge is going to be huge. I made a whole video on it. If you want to go watch it, it's just a Centrifuge tutorial and Tin Lake tutorial. Good, complicated stuff though. Bonds, real life bonds, right? So it's going to be complicated, but I think it will be a very successful parachain, guys. It's already successful. Has not dropped a token yet, other than to private, to their validators and private sale, right? So next is Akala. Akala is kind of like MakerDAO, but for for PolkaDot. Well, if I can get my hands on Akala, definitely going to do that. And next is Laminar. It's basically a market where you can margin trade synthetic. It's like synthetics, but for PolkaDot, right? So keep that in mind, guys. And lastly, they haven't dropped a token yet either. And lastly, how to find new tokens that are in the like public sale / private sale stage and trying to raise capital is PolkaStarter. So right now all the pools are completely filled. They have all the funding they wanted. You got to be careful. Obviously, not each one of these will be successful. Probably 10% or 15% will. So you got to be careful, guys. A lot of people are just trying to get money, like always. But I think the risk to reward, if you do it responsibly, is extremely worth it. I mean, you can make another passive income stream for the rest of your life, guys. So that's huge if you do it right. And I definitely think PolkaDot is a winner. Kusama is a winner. Chainx is tough. They have a Chinese team, so I have trust issues with Chinese teams. And then Zora, okay. Edgware, okay. There's gamble. It's gambling, guys. Centrifuge is a win. So if you can get your hands on radial tokens, that's what you should do. And lastly but not least, make sure you like and subscribe. We have been growing exponentially, guys. And what does that mean? As I grow exponentially, the Bitcoin price also grows exponentially. We are correlated, guys. So make sure you subscribe, because don't you want the Bitcoin price to keep going up? That just makes sense. And lastly, you can talk to me any time of the day. Discord, Telegram, link in bio, as well as shoot me a follow on Twitter, because I retweet stuff and tweet stuff like other people. but better, guys. So that is all for today, and thank you for watching. Hopefully you gained some value out of today's video, and dingle.